Hey everyone, my name is Paraj Gill, and on today's topic is going to be about parenting and how our children are our karma. So I have talked about this before, and I've talked about how we are our child's karma and how our children are our karma. And I just want to expand on the topic a little bit because I've grown and I have a little bit more to say on the topic. So there's two types of parenting. There's always, you can't have two emotions at the same time. Like, you can't be happy and experience fear. So that's why when I say there's two types of parenting, it's very black and white. There's on a karmic level, there's like high vibration, good karma, low vibration, where you kind of decrease your karma as a parent. And onto the child. It's more so onto the child. So we all want to break generational parenting. Like, a lot of us, some of us love our parents and want to parent like them, but a lot of us want to parent differently and do parenting your own way. So for me, one of my examples was I wanted to really raise a conscious child. And when I say conscious, I basically want him to be aware of his thoughts, mindful. That's what I mean when I say conscious. And what it took me to raise a conscious child was to not be a lazy parent. And I know, and when I say lazy parent, what I mean is if he's doing something that is not right, then, I would talk to him, not yell at him. I would go be respectful, even when he was 3, 4, 5. I would be respectful, go down to his level, and not tell him that he did something wrong, but have a conversation with him about, do you really just think what you did was right? And I would talk like that to him because he needed to see my expressions, because I'm not mad, but I'm gonna call him out. Like, really? Come on, like, what do you think? And that actually encouraged him to talk to me. No, I didn't do it. Well, why'd you do it then? Because I was mad at this, or I'm hungry, or whatever he had to say. Well, then what's the right thing to do right now? I need to go apologize to blah, blah, blah. But that took time. To be like a communicative parent where you want your child to be mindful, it takes a lot of time, because you know what you have to do? You have to raise a child who is can analyze a situation. And in order to, they can't analyze a situation at the age of 3, 4, 5. You have to encourage the analysis by asking questions. And then the kids, you'd be surprised at how the kids answer. They always know. They know when they've done something wrong. They just know. So that's basically how I raised him. And it took me a lot of time, and it took me a lot of communication. And now I can say it's worth it, because now that he's a teen, I have no problems with him. He is good. Like, when I say good, I don't have to worry about vaping. He loves football, so he's a great athlete. He eats right. But I had to put these things in his mind because I had to give myself some respect too. So another part of parenting was, I gave him all of me, my mothership. I gave him that, and he's the little ship that comes towards me whenever he needs something, and he feels safe enough to come to me with everything and anything. Usually I'm the first person that he messages when he has an issue with something. So I've given that love to him, and he's completely confident and comfortable and trusts me wholeheartedly. But that was also because he's not my number one. And I've made that very clear to him since the age of, 8. He is not. I am my number one. I am. Even when I give this example of football, when he wanted to start playing football and it was 3 to 4 days a week, I made him sit down and be really aware of how much time this whole football thing was going to be put on me, because driving him back and forth, that's all my time. Waiting around for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, that is all my time. And till this day, he has the utmost respect for every single ride I give him. Every single ride where I'm going to go drop him off and pick him up, he understands that's 4 trips for me. So I think it's really important to give ourselves, in our children's mind, they need to have the utmost respect for us as parents. Like when a child, I've seen this in the malls, when a child hits a parent, it's just, like, I kind of take a step back, because, and sometimes it's not that the child sometimes the children just don't know. Well, they do know. It's probably lack of communication, or what I call lazy parenting, which is you just let things slide. And my opinion on lazy parenting, and I get it, parenting is tiring, and it is easier to look the other way, but when you do that, you are doing such a disservice to your child. And the reason I say that is because looking the other way on a karmic level is a lower vibration, because you're allowing an act to happen that is not positive. And to allow a child to get away with something that they shouldn't be getting away with, you're creating a beast, basically, because children, they're innocent. They don't know. They just are so happy that they got away with something that it builds their ego. It layers their ego. So instead of expanding the soul in children, which is what you do when you are constantly at their level, talking to them, asking them why, making them the problem solvers, encouraging communication, expanding their heart chakra, expanding their soul. When you look the other way, you are layering that ugly ego. You're starting to initiate, and the child will start to build ego, or this persona, a personality that is often defensive and entitled, whiny, because they just don't get it. They don't understand why they can't have what they want when they want it, or why Charlie can't get away with hitting Jimmy on the playground. Like, why? He looked at me funny, so I kicked him. Why isn't that okay? You know, I know that's an extreme example, but that is ego. So each time you look away and you let things slide, even little things, you are starting to manipulate and allow that child to build their ego. And the ego over the years, it builds in layers, will get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And as this child grows, the ego grows with the child. So once they get into like high school, because you know, with the ego, there's low self-esteem. So as the ego is building, they're gonna have this hard persona. They're creating their personality. It's gonna be hard, needy, but underneath it's low self-esteem, needy, but they feel entitled at the same time. So you're building all those characteristics within your child when you're letting things go when they are little. So anyways, I hope no one takes offense to it. I know we all get exhausted. It's my job just to analyze and talk about things. I hope this vlog helped somebody out there, and that's what I'm here for. If not, please, like, higher vibration karma, I would love to hear how you parent and what you've done with your children to increase the vibration, or how you've made generational ancestral changes and you don't parent like your parents. Comment below. Love you guys. Bye.